How's it going, everyone? Um, well, obviously, I haven't posted a video in a month about my van build. There's some reasons for that, but before I get into that, I'm currently in my van. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and I am somewhere in Nebraska off of I-80. I am at the Arches Monument Park area, and this has been my first night in the van. I guess you could say boondocking. Um, it was successful, as far as I know. Nobody knocked on the van to bother me. No one's bothered me this morning. This is a little view of my morning from the side door of the van. And here's a quick look in the inside. I'm just traveling for some personal reasons right now, but I have my bed up and got my bench somewhat together here, and temporary table and toilet, fridge. Behind me we have a ottoman I picked up, and curtain up there, and we got Reflectix all over the windows. Got some lights installed. Everything's running off of the battery bank with the solar. That includes this fridge here, the lights. If you see way over there, I have a Keurig coffee maker, which is working great. And last night I used my induction stovetop and made some grilled cheese sandwiches. And I have about 99% charge left, so pretty happy with that. But part of the reason I haven't really been posting anything is because I've been dealing with some things, and if you've seen any of my previous videos, my dog Levi, I had to put him to rest on Friday, so that's a week ago tomorrow, around 1 p.m. in the afternoon. This last Friday I had to make a decision to put my buddy to sleep, and for the last month or so I've been dealing with an illness with him. Excuse me. Yeah, my poor buddy, he had surgery about 3 months ago to remove a small cyst on his thigh that was tested and shown that it had mast cells, which is a popular cancer in dogs, where those cells normally are there to help fight allergic reactions. So he had this removed, and
Drink that.
he healed up
Gross.
great. And then about a month ago, 3 weeks ago or so, I came back.
Come on.
The mast cells came back and formed another tumor near his groin, and it was super aggressive.
Good boy.
And there's nothing I could do to stop it, I guess. I tried everything I could. I took him in immediately, and they took another sample and gave him pain meds and antibiotics as I waited for the test results to come in, and sure enough they came back as more mast cells. So Um, I tried to do everything I could. I called a bunch of different vets, emergency vets, trying to see if there's anything that I could do to put a stop to this. And just with COVID and all this other crap, these vets are like super backed up, and it's hard to get my buddy in. And eventually I was able to get him into CSU, that's the Colorado State University in Fort Collins. I was able to schedule him in there for their cancer research hospital to get him on some clinical trials and chemotherapy.
Levi,
So
stay.
about 2 weeks ago,
Get in
Monday,
the car.
I was able to
Get
get him
in.
in, and everything was fine when I brought him in. You know, he obviously had developed a tumor, but when I got him in there, or then I brought him in there, and you know, he had a tumor. They tested him, they did blood work, they did all these other tests and things, and had me rescheduled to come in the following Friday, which would have been 4 days later, to start performing chemotherapy on Levi. And when I went back there that Friday, they had told me that his tumor had progressed so aggressively in that 1 week, those 4 or 5 days, I should say, that he was ulcerating in that area, which I hadn't noticed that morning. I've been so stressed out trying to figure out what to do with him. So they said they said it wouldn't be a good idea to keep him on the trial, as it would likely not be beneficial, as his tumor was acting so aggressively. So they gave me some other options, like putting him on radiation therapy and steroids. And I had to make a decision on whether or not I wanted to put him through that sort of treatment. And they said if I did, I might be able to get his quality of life back to a standard of being able to enjoy him for a couple weeks or a month, maybe at the longest. And I didn't want to put him through that. I put myself through the emotions that would have gone along with dealing with my buddy. And I had to make the horrible, horrible decision to lay my buddy to rest. My buddy Levi, my foxhound, he was only 4.5 years old. We did everything together. And part of this van build was to build it for both of us, so we could travel around and explore this country. Sorry. I'm not trying to be dramatic and emotional on my YouTube channel, but these are the facts. And sometimes facts suck. And these facts really suck. So yeah, tomorrow will be 1 week since I had to put him down. And the reason I'm in Nebraska now is because I'm traveling back to the Midwest to see my family because my father is ill. Before I left yesterday, I went up to Fort Collins and I picked up this box. This is Levi. And it says he was at CSU, and his name and his breed and color, his weight, 82 pounds. He was cremated on September 20th. So eventually I'm going to release him at one of our favorite places that we've spent last year in Colorado. I'm not sure when I'll get to that, but goddamn, I've never really owned a pet that I've loved so much. So yeah, it's really difficult to process all of this. But I'll get through it eventually. But things are not going to be the same without my Levi laying next to me in my van. Things are just not going to be the same. Normally my boy would be right here or out there. So yeah, it's a process. It's a process to go through, I suppose. And try to get back to things just being me, I guess. So yeah, so I haven't really been in the
drop it.
correct mood, I guess. I haven't really had much motivation to film anything as far as the van build goes. Hi. Hi, doggy. Hi. Some random dog just showed up here. What's up, buddy? Hi. Where are you from? Hi. Hi, buddy. Do you have an owner? Do you have a little owner somewhere? Hi. You must have an owner, right? Hi. Where's your owner? Hey. What's the deal? Is this your dog? Yours? Oh, okay. So yeah, I found the owners. It's the Walmart Sam's Club truck driver's doggy. Little truck stop doggy, I guess. Truck driver doggy. Oh man, that's funny. Okay. So I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. So basically, yeah, it's tough. It's tough to deal with the loss of a pet. I've never gone through this as an adult, I guess, but I've gone through it as a kid. We've had pets that have passed on, but it's a lot different when you're an adult and you have a best friend dog, and you have to make that call to say goodbye to him. It's unbelievably difficult. But the reason I'm in Nebraska right now and headed back to the Midwest is because my father, who has been ill off and on for some time now, for some years, is getting worse, and he actually has cancer as well. So I haven't seen my father or my mother or any of my family in like maybe 2 or 3 years, I think. At least 2. I'd have to think back to my last road trip with my Jeep before I got this van. And but yeah, it's been a couple years, so I'm heading back to Wisconsin to catch up with my folks and see how my dad's doing. And so I just threw this van together, as I showed you earlier, just with the things I need to make this trip possible. And I can sit here and make a cup of coffee with this Keurig machine. I've only had 1 cup. Those are old. Or no, 2 cups. Well, they're barely a cup, but so yeah, this is my bench that's roughly put together, and I parked in this. This is called Arches Monument. I think it's just a state monument for the Platte River here, wherever I am. I don't know where I'm at. Oh shoot, this needs more water. But basically, yeah, I parked here last night around 11:30 is when I got here, and I found a nice spot by the semi trucks, and I wasn't bothered at all, so I can't really complain about that. And here it is, 9 o'clock in the morning now, and no one's bothered me, so pretty happy about that. I'll show you another little quick look around. So since I haven't done a video in a while, underneath my bench seat here is where I have all of my power stored, and I can't show you because it's all bolted together, but maybe sometime in the future I'll show you. I'll take off the cover and show you. But what I have under there is I have 4 Battleborn lithium phosphate batteries and a bunch of Victron components, which are all wired up to the solar panels I put on the roof in a previous video. 600 watts there. And if we pull up my Victron app, we can take a quick look at the power usage and so forth. So this is showing this is the solar controller app, showing I'm pulling in 130 watts from the panels with 12.8 volts. Currently drawing about 10 amps, which I believe is from the Keurig mostly. Once this shuts off here, it should shut off in a moment. That current should go down from 10 to something else. Let me just shut this off and see. Okay, I shut it off. Let's see what it does when it shuts off there. Still 9 amps. So between the fridge and my fan up front running, that's probably what that's from. If we go back here, we can look at, this is the Smart BMV battery management. When I woke up this morning, it said it was at 85% or 82% as the state of charge. Looks like we're back up to 99%. 5 amps of current. The voltage here says it's even higher, so I don't know why. I don't know why it says different from the BMV to the solar controller. Let's see what the solar controller says now. Yeah, I don't quite understand everything when it comes to this, but what I can tell you is that it's working great. The battery system is working great. To be able to run a Keurig off the inverter, to be able to run my induction cooktop there off of the inverter last night to make some grilled cheese. Great, absolutely great. Fridge runs constantly, stays at 34 degrees. Fans work. I don't know. It's all pretty great. So, yeah, I guess, I don't know. So that's where I'm at. That's my life right now. It's shitty. And, yeah, so I'm going to get back to the van build eventually. But right now I'm traveling for unfortunate reasons. You probably can't see it from here, but that dog is way over there now, behind that pole. There he is. Right over there, there's a doggy. A little doggy. Oh man, that owner really trusts his dog to be over there crossing the street, and there's cars coming and trucks coming and stuff. Okay. He's a trucker doggy. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much more to say. I mean, I lost my dog. I lost a part of me with that. I just need to gain strength and just get back to figuring things out. Here comes the buddy again. The doggy's back over here by the pole. What's up, buddy? What a cool dog. What a cool buddy you are. What a cool pal. This guy's awesome. See you later. Where are you going? Hi. Hello again. Oh, that's so cool. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna finish this last cup of coffee here and get ready to head out, I guess. Where's my phone? There's a really cool app I found recently called it's called Hip Camp, and it's kind of like Airbnb but for camping, and you can find like private properties to stay on and stuff like that. So I found this place in Iowa called the Draco Hill Farm, and it says it's private and secluded. Our 3 campsites are a good distance from each other with plenty of trees in between. Sturdy wooden picnic tables at every site. We have free firewood for campers, but a camping hatchet is always advisable to cut up kindling. Experience some of what Native Americans enjoyed on 75 acres of restored prairie and timber as you camp alongside one of Iowa's most scenic rivers in eastern Iowa. Meet the wildlife of the prairie, hear the honking of pheasants, the gobble of turkeys, the grunting of bucks as they walk through the tall prairie grass or the woods. Listen to thousands of frogs in the pond or the river. Watch the sun come up over the river in the morning. Yada yada yada. Seems like a pretty cool place. If you look at the pictures, oh man, that's a great place. Yeah. So my point is, I think I'm going to stay here tonight. I'm going to try to. It's about 7 hours from here, so I'm going to hit the road and then do a booking, maybe, from the road and see if I can stay there. I think I'll message him right now, actually. And yeah, so that's the plan for tonight. And I don't know. Thanks for listening. I'm not sure how interesting this video is, but I wasn't ready to really tell anybody on this channel about what I'm going through with my buddy Levi and my father, but hopefully this video makes it up there. And then I'm just at loss for words right now, to be honest, so I'll get back to doing videos and showing you my build, but I guess we'll insert some dramatic emotional footage into the mix here and some traveling footage into the mix, and I'll be back when I get back to making more videos for you. So thanks for watching, and we'll see where we go with this. All right, so I made it to my camp that I talked about earlier. Here it is, somewhere in Iowa, and I'm trying to figure out where my spot is. So this is a private land camping spot, and I found it on Hip Camp, the app, HIP Camp. And now I'm trying to figure out how to find my spot. And it says, oh shit. It says for sites, shoot. Let me find my spot and I'll come back. Alright, so I read the instructions and I believe I'm following this path correctly. It's like I said, this is someone's private land, and they have 3 camp spots they've established here. I hope I don't get stuck back here. My camera just turned off. So it says there's going to be some trees on my left, and then immediately after that, take a 90-degree turn left, and that should be my camp spot. So let's see if we can determine doing here. The sign on this gate is pretty cool. It says, "There is no room for hate here," or something like that. And it was in a bunch of different languages like Arabic and English and Spanish and Chinese. And so pretty cool. Is this my spot? Is it? Looks like this might be my spot. Shit. Okay, so I'm gonna figure out how to park this thing. Crap. I'll be back. Okay, so long story short, I tried to camp. I tried to grab my spot number 2 at their property, and it was just way too narrow and not enough clearance for this high top van. So I tried calling them, emailing the host. Couldn't get any answers, so I left to go to another campground down the road. I pulled in there, and Jesus, that was awful. Mobile homes, permanent residencies, yada yada yada. They had a spot, but no thanks. And so then I left there and I hit the gas station right next door, which is another no thank you. And I started looking for some other campgrounds. There was really nothing around here, and I tried calling a couple, couldn't get any answers. It's already 8 o'clock, and luckily she called me back, the host, and said, "You know what? I'm sorry. I should update my listing to say, not good for high, or spot 2 and 3 aren't good for high clearance vehicles." But she said spot 1 is open too. All of them are open tonight, and that spot 1 is wide open, and I should have no problem there. So now I'm headed back. Headed back to see if that is true or not. It looked like it was, but after trying the other 2, I wasn't about to attempt it in the dark. So I'll attempt it now, and hopefully it'll work. So once I get going over there, I'll update you on the old video. All right, I'm about to enter onto their property again. And their sign says, "Hate has no home here." It's in several languages. It's pretty cool. It's really dark, I know. But there's this area right here I have to try to maneuver around. Because the tree is in the way. But I was able to do it before, so I can do it again. Slowly around this tree. Alright, I know you can't see anything. When I got here, it was still daylight out earlier. Now it's dark, but that'll just make for a more interesting morning, I guess, since I don't know what anything looks like. Okay, so we head up this way, and I'll probably just show you guys in the morning, because there's not much I can show you right now. All right, guys, so this is a good spot. See if you can see anything behind this flashlight. So this is a beautiful spot. All right, so we did it. We are here. There's the van. Great night for stars, actually, too. I can kind of see the Milky Way a little bit. You guys can't see anything, but this was a good spot. Really easy to get to, nice, big, and open. So there's the van. And then we have they have a fire pit over here with some wood and a table. So yeah, there's not much to look at tonight. So I think what I'm going to do is get a fire going and then enjoy myself. So did it. I made it.